Okay. I think we are good to beat the game. Now. Here's the game plan. I did a couple of, like, test fights with the new stats. I think we have to do what I thought about doing to beat the last rival fight. I think the only way we can do this without getting more levels is to teach Rain Dance to Scyther, because Scyther outspeeds. And so we are going to try that. Let me make sure. So the idea is that we're going to start with, I guess, Butterfree. Oh, let me get my mouse off the screen. There we go. That'll help. I think we should be able to do it today. It's crazy how we're going to have to go through this same fight, but even harder. Like, very shortly. How's the volume? Like, how's the game volume? As you see, I did go and teach some TMs to, like, Butterfree and stuff. Like, he has Giga Drain, so he can take out the Rhyhorn here. And I guess the safest way is to just kind of sack Butterfree, because obviously we can't switch into Scyther, because he'll just die. Or we could sack, like, we could sack someone. Someone else. Like, let's be honest, the rest of the team isn't that scary. Alright. Rain Dance. Fire damage is now weaker. I don't remember how much, but... quite a bit. All right. So this means we can get off rocks. We can survive a hit with... Let's try to crit him to death. And then we don't even... No, okay, that didn't work. We just need to switch into Pinsir now. And then we can rock slide him. Because now that Rain is up, we'll be able to take a hit. And fire back with the rock slide. You didn't think you'd ever see Scyther use Rain Dance. But that's just the way mono-type runs work, you know? All of my bug types are now 2-shot by him instead of 1-shot. And that's the big scary boss. Now, the rest of his team is strong, but I think we can handle it. His other Pokemon aren't even evolved. Can we one-shot with Strength? No. Solar Beam. I wonder if his Charizard had Sunny Day to pair with that. He just doesn't use it. I really didn't want to teach Scyther, right? Not that it's a big deal, because Scyther's moveset's going to be the one that changes the most, simply because he can outspeed almost any threat and then set up something. He can set up a double team, he can set up a rain dance, he can set up a swords dance for himself, so there's a lot of cool things Scyther can do, the fact that he's just so fast. And we're going to need those for different fights at the Elite Four. We might have to switch up his moveset a couple. That's why I allowed myself to duplicate TMs. Because, like, we're going to need different moves for different scenarios. Hello, October. Dude, Gary is like the only rival that can beat you and then still just insult you. So I have unfortunate news. Someone is going to have to sit in the box while we make it through the victory road. Because we do need Surf and we need Strength. Strength isn't an issue because we have it on the Pinsir. And it's actually a good move for Pinsir. But none of our bugs learn Surf. So someone is sitting on the sidelines. It might actually be... Let's be honest, it's Beedrill. So we need a water Pokemon to get around, basically, is what I'm saying. So we'll use Lapras. No, one of our precious friends is going to have to sit in the box a little bit. Alright, off we go through Victory Road. Now, Victory Road trainers are no joke. They're, a lot of them have, like, 5 Pokemon. I should honestly check my healing items ahead of time. Because ideally, we want to make it through in, like, 1 or 2 trips, max. Our healing items are not up to snuff. Good thing I checked that before we started heading towards the cave. Alright, so let's fly to... I guess Cinnabar is the highest level Pokemon Center. You have Fly. Yeah, so obviously, we're only allowed to use bug types in battle, but if we need other Pokemon to get around, obviously we're allowed to make exceptions. Because none of our bugs can learn the moves to, like, fly around or surf on water. Alright. Oh, we do actually have quite a bit of Hyper Potions. I was looking at my max potions. I will buy a couple of these. Couple of those. We've got full heals. How's our repels doing? They're also doing good. I'll buy a couple. Just a little bit of each. In case we have to get out, get some escape ropes. Just stock up. We won't really need to catch anything else, but whatever. A little bit of Pokeballs. Alright. I was looking at... I didn't see any Hyper Potions in my bag, but I guess I have them. Okay. Alright, no more... Literally no more stalling around. We are ready. We just have to make it through one last dungeon, and then we fight the final 5 bosses in a row. Beedrill's going to stay in the box. Right, off we go. I should probably pop some repels, huh? Right, let me step into the building. Alright, so what these chuds do... I should have sold items to make room, but you know what, it's... Shit. Things you don't think about, you know? Alright. So what these guys do is they check that you have all the badges. And obviously we do. Dude, the music for a Victory Road is so good. Turn it up a little bit. The Volcano Badge. That's number 7. That's the Earth Badge. Here we are, guys. The last dungeon. I trans-heart strength puzzles, don't you? Just kidding, they're awful. So glad they don't do this, and they don't do the ice puzzles anymore in the modern-day Pokemon games. Funnily enough, we have to do that strength puzzle at least twice. So it's a little racist that I have to go to the DMV to get, just to get into Victory Road, you know? We need to allow more marginalized communities into Victory Road. Yeah, almost, not every trainer, but like so many of these trainers have like 5 Pokemon. It's crazy. Truly meant to be a check of skill. And we'll definitely be fighting all the trainers because I don't want to have to rare candy, and I don't think I will, despite having to deal with the level 63 Charizard. Because the guy I watched was able to beat it with like a team from level 50 to 55, and I think I can do that. Especially considering I have a 6th Pokemon and he only had the 5th one. No badges on stolen land. Anyway, that's a fire type. Believe it or not, our movesets aren't even fully complete yet. They're very close. ATV gets Psychic in like 2 levels. And then Scyther gets a move right at the end of Victory Road. There's a move tutor that's going to teach him Double Edge. And so the idea is that we can Swords Dance Double Edge something to one-shot it. And then obviously Scyther's 4th move slot is always going to be changing throughout the course. ATV, you're killing me, man. Maybe I should have taught you Giga Drain instead. Because you don't have the accuracy boost on the powder. But I kind of like you having Stun Spore to do speed manipulation stuff. Turtwig, Squirtle Island, yeah. Come on, man. All these foxes and horses and fire type. A lot of fire type trainers in this cave, weirdly enough. I mean, there's like a nice mix. There's like ace trainers that like kind of specialize in different types. Big man Blastoise. We actually have to go in here twice. One of these is Dragon Claw. Yeah. The other, I think, is just a rare candy. But I'm going to do it anyway. Because my autistic ass wants to collect everything for no reason at all. Even though we have to do the damn puzzle again. That's cool. In that game, he becomes a fire ghost. It's like a very rare situation where they actually did a tanky fire type justice. He's playing through Violet right now, for those wondering what I'm talking about. Nothing says I'm ready to take on the Elite Four like Eradicate. Dude, Parasect is so good. And here's why he's not good. It's like, he's just weak to everything, man. But he's so good at taking out things that he has to. It's crazy how we just have to power through the fire types in Victory Road. Like, we just gotta throw bodies at them. That's why I bought all those extra revives. He's like, I think even this trainer here has a Charizard. Yeah, it's like 10 levels less than the guy we just fought, so it's not too scary. Honestly, I should have rain danced. Scyther's got this, see? We're totally, even with all the healing items I just bought, we're probably going to have to make a second trip through Victory Road. But we'll make it as far as we can. Always with the water guns. Gotta be careful with overusing Scyther because he's traded, so he gets all that boosted XP. Alright. Let me move my useful items to the top, shall we? Yeah, as you see, unlike in like Emerald, there's no Pokemon Center before Victory Road, so we have to like first we have to walk back to the Pokemon Center in Viridian City, and then we have to come back up. So as few trips... With my well-balanced team, I made it through here in one trip on my Fire Red file, but I don't know if we can do that with our shitty bugs that we constantly need to heal and use like a bunch of moves to kill things with. Because these trainers are pretty tough. And I do kind of still want to fight all of them because we need the XP, so... I won't mind having to make one trip back, but I'm not making two. That's why I saved all of Victory Road for one stream, because maybe I'll even get started on some of the post-game stuff. Or, if I purchase Nintendo Switch Online Premium, I can play the GameCube game Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, which I've actually never played before, aside from a little bit back in the day. Or not even back in the day. I went over to my cousin Alexa's house, and she had it, and I played it for like 8 hours, and made her watch, and I loved it, but I never played it again because I didn't own it. Alright, watch this. We're gonna dig to heal more from leftovers. Elite strats. Elite Vrillium strats. Because we heal the turn we hide, and we heal the turn we pop up. Effect Spore. W. That. And then we'll do the dig trick to heal up a little more. What if Brillium could learn Dragon Claw? Wouldn't that be really funny? It wouldn't be good, but it would be funny, so I'm curious. No, of course not. Yeah, Effect Spore is great. Sometimes it's actually actively bad, because, oh, there's Sandstorm. Yeah, I think both of the weather ones are on this floor. Sometimes it's actively bad because, like, you're slower, and then you go for Spore, and then they get, like, paralyzed or poisoned. And it's like, well, I wasted a turn. But still, it's just really good on a tanky Pokemon. Like, look, we're almost out of slashes, dude. Like, we're gonna have to make multiple trips. I mean, I guess I could start using Ethers, but there's only so many in the game, and you can... I mean, I can always duplicate them. Not that I'd rather do that. Alright, let's switch to Venomoth. One more level for Psychic. We'll switch to him for a little bit. You'll notice that when we first came into the cave, even with repels on, we were finding wild Pokemon. That's because, repel works based on level. And so we were still finding, like, level 48s. Because we still had a level 46 Parasect. Because obviously we weren't training him for the big Charizard fight. So that's why he's a little bit lower level. But now that he's 48, we're not really going to find wild Pokemon with repels on. This thing's moveset is dog shit. Golduck was doomed from the start, huh? His gimmick was that he was a water type that learned psychic moves in a generation that also had 2 water psychic types. So it's like, why are you using Golduck? You know? And he's a version exclusive. Poor Golduck. Yeah, see, both of the weather ones are here. The more I think the stars have to do with the type of Pokemon and also the number of stats. Like the number of high stats it has. I wonder if I should have kept Sleep Powder over Stun Spore. That's me. This is 4 times super effective, by the way. Executor is very weak to bug types. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm feeling good about the actual Elite Four. We're definitely going to have to restart some fights to figure out some things, like speed tiers and stuff, to see who's like faster. But I think we can do it without having to grind more. Alright, Butters. I mean, I guess I should have switched into, Parasect here. Look at how awful Butters' special attack is, man. Now, Butters, can you finish him off with this Silver Wind? Okay, good. I don't know if the crit mattered, but it's a very resistant thing. Yeah, we're gonna have to eventually leave and heal up. For now, we'll just keep using the revives, because we can always buy more revives right before the Elite Four. The max revives will save, because we cannot buy those, I don't think, anywhere. But the regular revives, we can just... Oh, that's not how you use a revive. Alright, so that's Venomoth's moveset done. That's where we came up. And we have to push this rock over here, I think. Fun fact, this is where Moltres was in the original game. Now, is that boulder still there? No, I think I have to push it again, unfortunately. That's pee-pee-poo-poo. I should have not done that. It's fine. These Charmeleon-wielding chuds, dude. You fool. Butter's ability makes him almost never miss. Dude, Butters really is our sacrificial lamb today. Oh my god. Butterfree, you're killing me, dude. Good crit. We'll switch to Pinhead and give him the old karate chop. All right, brick break. Team is good, team is healthy. We have to, yet again, push the rock, but that's okay. Should be a few more trainers. Less than 10, I'd say, left. Maybe you don't have to do that again. I didn't hear the click sound. That's a little bit annoying. I think even with the attack drop, Dig should finish him off. Never mind. It also could not. Not even close. That's crazy, dude. Just crit it. Nice. I mean, I knew it was going to do that again, but... Alright, what do you got next? Crazy how most of our Pokemon aren't even going to have a held item. We're going to have 2 leftovers and a Quick Claw, and that's really it. We could just hit this thing with any physical move and it'll die. This thing has no physical defense. That's its old gimmick. We're almost done, guys. I'd say we're over halfway through the cave. Yeah, we got a couple trainers here. One of these specializes in water and the other grass, I think. I think like 5-ish more trainers. I think we can make it through in one go. Alright, so here's the grass trainer. We're gonna have Skizzers sweep through this person with the Aerial Ace. That's annoying. With Scyther's high attack stat, you should one-shot everything, even the Victory Bell, which I think she has. I kind of remember these trainers because that's what I went through this the other day on my regular file, kind of just to jog my memory. Come on now. Come on, Skizzers. Come on, Skizzers! You're supposed to be like our ace. Holy shit. What was that, 4 in a row? Here, you resist poison. We are getting there. Almost done. And where's my... It's perfectly fine using up all these hyper potions because the Elite Four store sells full restores, which are just better. Or maybe they sell max potions. I don't know. They sell something good. this guy, I believe, has a bunch of water types. So we'll use our grass type. Nice job, idiot. Oy vey. At least Beryllium caught up to level 50 in this dungeon. Effect Sport him. Yeah! I was like, maybe he gets Effect Sport. Big Man Blastoise. I hope this one-shots. I don't know if it will. It did not. I'm so low on power points for... I mean, I guess these are like the last 4 trainers, so I can use it here. Just short of level 50. We're almost... I think this double battle up ahead is the last trainer in Victory Road. Adorable, by the way. Me and who? Obligatory me and who? That's horrifying. Well, so much for Vrillium hitting the nice even level 50 before we hit the Elite Four. It doesn't matter, but it would have looked really nice in the team comp. In the team comp screenshot I'm going to take once I step into the thing here. Listen, that's a waste. I mean, I know I can just keep using them, but... Here it is! So the reason why Double Edge is better than Slash on Scyther is that if you crit, it doesn't take into account your Swords Dance boost. So we want Double Edge over Slash. And then Rain Dance, like I said, we're going to swap that move out a couple times, I'm telling you right now. In fact, I think we'll start... How much Rain Dance do I have? 3? Alright. We'll teach Bro Steel Wing in case he needs it for something. Because we're not going to need that for at least most of the fights. Alright, let's heal up. And then there's a very small checklist I gotta do before we run in here. Those we have. Revise, we need to make sure we have at least, 20. I don't think anyone can learn Shadow Ball or Iron Tail, but we're going to make a quick pit stop at Celadon and get those TMs from the game corner now that we have a bunch of money. And we can obviously fly back here, so. Oh, another thing we can do is we can get rid of strength on Pinhead and teach him Earthquake, but I don't know, unironically, how useful that will be. If strength will be better. Which sounds weird, but I think we have enough money. I should have counted before I sold everything, but... We'll get 8,000 coins. We might be just short, funny enough, but it's not a big deal. I'm pretty sure neither of these moves can be learned, but... We could also buy, like, a Miracle Seed for Parasect, but I feel like Leftovers is... We'll see. Which one of these is Shadow Ball? Okay. I will buy the Miracle Seed. Oh, actually, wait. We can give it to Butters. I mean, I guess we can give him the frickin' amulet coin. Actually, you know what we give our boy? Do we have Lumberries? I have a singular Lumberry. Fuck it. Now the question is, do we teach Earthquake or do we just stick with Strength? I think we just stick with Strength. He's like, what are we Earthquaking, right? Everything that's weak to Earthquake is also weak to Fighting, or we have to hit it with Normal because it's a Flying type. So, as powerful as Earthquake is, I unironically don't think we need it. And the last thing I need to do before we fight the Elite Four is use the restroom. And then I'll do my announcement that we're about to do it on Twitter. Oh wait, no. There is one final thing. Let's fight like one wild Pokemon and get Brillium to level 50 for the screenshot. Come on now. Let's find this random Marowak. Oh, I just guessed it. Oh, there you go. What time is it? 5:17? We're good. My brother's moved... some of you... I don't talk too much about my personal life, but... my brother's going to be moving back in. So we're going to be, like, cleaning up the house. So I got to finish up cleaning up my room. I got to put all my controversial books in a box somewhere. Like, he doesn't need to see those. Well, everyone has an item. There's an argument to put the leftovers on Butterfree instead. Because it's faster, but Brillium is tankier. All right, restroom time. I will BRB. I clicked the wrong screen. We're back. Okay. All right, now let me just post that we're doing it. All right. I am Lorelei of the Elite Four. No one can best me when it comes to icy Pokemon. Freezing moves are powerful. Your Pokemon will be at my mercy when they are frozen solid. Alright, so remember, we're not allowed to use items in battle. She's going to start by setting up her status moves. Oh, she usually just goes for status. She has, like, Hail and Safeguard on this thing. Okay. What do you mean it's off to a start with a crit freeze? That's like a 10% chance into a 10%... Or, it's not that low, but... What the hell? Thanks for nothing, Beedrill. I gotta clip that. I'm a little bit worried about Slowbro, because it's a physical wall. Mods, shit on his balls. I'll do it. Here we go. Okay. Oh, I wanted to look at the move damage. Okay, so we should go for the Rock Slide first to try to flinch him. Alright, that just means we'll have good luck the rest of the run. Wow, it didn't even do half. That's cheeky, giving it spikes. These Elite Four movesets are much better than the Gen 1. The Gen 1, these things had, like, Water Gun. But now they all have, like, Surf and Ice Beam at least, you know? And there's more utility moves than they had back in the day, so... They've got things like Hail and Safeguard and Spikes. This is, like, genuinely a pretty good Elite Four experience. I think he's gonna go for Ice Beam. Oh, he has Protect, too. I'm gonna go into ATV. I had a feeling he was gonna Protect. That's why I switched there. The Cloyster strategy. See how, like, they have little strategies? Like, Cloyster's gonna, yeah, double Protect to get more Hail damage off. I think its last move is either Ice Beam or Surf. Probably Ice Beam. He's so greedy. That wasn't supposed. That's like a 30% chance to work, and he got it. Oh my god! It didn't even finish him off. Alright, now he's gonna Protect. Oh, he didn't. He should have. It was a 100% chance for just more Hail damage. I have no idea what this thing's moveset is. But we're gonna Toxic, and then try to hit him with, I gotta sneeze. Alright. Silverwind. That did not do a lot, but that's okay. Alright, between the poison and his hail chip damage, because that's actually not an ice type, strength should finish it off. And if strength doesn't finish it off, chat can yell at me for not teaching Pinsir Earthquake. Oh my goodness! Earthquake would have done it. It's not that big a deal, though. He's gonna die of the poison. Yeah, it's the Cloister set is really cute. The Cloister set was Hail, Protect, Spikes, and Ice Beam, so it was like a chip damage set. You needed to not miss that Rock Slide, buddy. Lorelei is literally the hardest Elite Four member. Like, it's between... The only ones I'm worried about are her and Lance. Because Lance has Aerodactyl, and that's a fast rock type, and that's obviously horrifying for my team. We got this. Brillium can tank it. I really thought he'd be able to tank it. We need Scyther to finish off the ace, the Jinx. What do you mean? It's 97% accuracy! Because you have the Compound Eyes ability. My goodness. Growing up, I always thought the Jinx was her ace, but technically her ace is Lapras. They're both the same level, though, so you can't really blame me for being confused. Alright, now we should be able to finish the job here with Scyther. It took our entire team, but I think we have it. But you can tell that the Lapras is the ace because it has the berry. Alright, Scyther. You've got like over 100 base attack. I'm just gonna double edge it. Miss. Oh my goodness. I am sweating. We might have to restart. Alright, let's see how much the aerial ace does. So, Matthew, this fight started off with her Dugong starting with Ice Beam and getting a crit freeze on Beedrill. So, it started off bad. It's alright. We saved right in front of Lorelei. We were prepared for this. I thought I had it. Yeah, crit and a freeze. That's like a 16% crit chance, 30% freeze chance, or something really low like that. That's why I start with Beedrill, because I knew it usually safeguards. I don't know why it went for Ice Beam. The AI just kind of knew it was going to freeze crit, I guess, last time. Look at how awful Beedrill is, chat. My Beedrill loves me. Hit him with the love, Beedrill. Drill. Oh my goodness, the freeze again! Alright, we're gonna get spikes set up on us by the dam. Does anyone know how freeze works in Gen 3? Are you just frozen forever, or can you thaw out in battle? I don't know. Slow bro. Oh my god, it's setting up on me. Let's think. Okay. They are calling it the most annoying Slowbro set of all time. That safeguard wore off right when I needed it to. Spore attack. It's very funny that he gets hit by its own hail. Solar Beam takes 2 turns. Oh my god, I forgot it's not even going to do anything because it's amnesia-ing. Fuck, man. Alright, here's the plan. We're going to spore this thing. And then we're going to switch to Scyther, and we're just going to try to sweep. Because our special attackers aren't going to do anything to this guy, because he's set up Amnesia twice now. So I'm going to go for 2 Swords Dance and just try to win. It has Ice Beam, but it's not going to kill us if it wakes up and uses Ice Beam. I may even go for the 3rd Swords Dance, because I think we outspeed this, we outspeed Cloyster, and we should outspeed Jinx. It's greedy, but I'm going for it. Alright, we're at max attack Scyther. Ice Beam me, I dare you. That's actually worse. That is infinitely worse. Very greedy by me. The Love Berry! I only have one of these, but I knew she has a lot of status, so she has like Lovely Kiss on the damn. That's why I put it on. I put it on for this situation exactly. And we say bye-bye, Lorelei. It was nice knowing you. This thing has 180 base defense. Yeah, I wasn't gonna be surprised if he lived. Yeah, we have Sword Stance on 2 Mons, so, like, either of them are an option. Pinsir is a little more durable, and Scyther is faster, so... Okay, we might have to use PP ups on Aerial Ace soon. Not PP ups, feathers and stuff. Oh, we didn't lose a single Mon. Let's give Scyther another berry. We don't have another good berry for him, but we can give him, like, something to stop confusion, I guess. There's just not a lot, unlike Emerald, there's just not a lot of good held items before the Elite Four. Like, there's really nothing to give him. So, it's not over yet. We still got other trainers here. What? We'll lead with Brillium because he leads with Onyx. I am Bruno of the Elite Four. Through rigorous training, people and Pokemon can come together and be stronger without limit. I've lived and trained with my fighting Pokemon, and that will never change. Hoo-ha! We're gonna have to restart so many times before Lance, I feel. That Aerodactyl... Like, I'm more scared of his Aerodactyl than I am with Dragonite. But the next 2 trainers, the middle ones here, I'm not too worried about. Spore. Now, as much as I would love to switch to Scyther, and set up while he's sleeping, I think he's got another Onyx to stop the sweep. So I'm gonna switch to... this guy. Out comes the Machampion. This thing has like a Rock Tomb, I think is why he switched to it. Yeah. Alright, so who's he going to send out? I think we send out Butters, because Butters can deal with either the second Onyx or the Hitmonlee. Because Butters has Giga Drain as well. Please, two-shot. We outspeed, that's why I wasn't too afraid of Rock Tomb. Well then, that's a lot of damage. Uh-oh. You know, Mega Kick's got like 70 accuracy, I just want to say that. It's crazy how, like, I still almost don't want to sit and switch into Scyther. Fuck it. I want to see how much Steel Wing does to the Onyx. I'm curious. Or I could just switch into Irillium, which is probably the play. No, because he'll take super effective damage either way. What do you mean you missed fucking... Rose just spamming those double edges. That's 2 down. Alright, let's heal up. And then we'll see what moves need refilling. No, I don't want him to hold revive, I want to use revive. Pretty good fight overall. I know what's his face needs. So the next lead is Gengar. The question is there really anything to stop me from sweeping with Scyther? There's an Intimidate Arbok. There's a Haunter that uses status moves. We want to be well prepared, so that's why I gotta check the, I'm working on it, Unk. We still have Psychics. Okay. We want to lead with I think because we have the Persian Berry to stop the Confuse Ray from Gengar, I think we just run it with Scyther and we try. I'm also curious if Scyther outspeeds. And we can always restart if things go bad, you know? So. I may not be allowed to use healing items in battle, but I can absolutely restart. We are not afraid to mash the restart button. Boom! Aerial Ace hits every time. Is it greedy to go for the last one? I think so. I also think it's unnecessary because his team is, like, weak. I'm just going to Aerial Ace. We're +4. We'll be +3 after Arbok's Intimidate, but just keep spamming Aerial Ace. Wow, the +3 actually lived. I mean, Scyther's incredible. Level 58 Gengar. God damn, dude. Thank God. I'm having a blast. I don't know. She has this Haunter that's designed to use, like, Curse and Confuse Ray and, like, Status You. I don't know why her AI doesn't send it out earlier. Alright. Let's heal up. Yeah, right? So, I am horrified for this fight. No one died. We basically did sweep with Scyther. Where's my full heals? We'll cure the poison. I gave him the Confuse Berry to deal with the confusion. Let's give him the Cherry Berry to deal with the I think they have Thunder Wave on the Dragonairs. That being said, he leads with Gyarados with Intimidate. I think we just lead with... Alright, one last check on my... I think we're good on the power points. Yeah. I lead the Elite Four. You can call me Lance the Dragon Trainer. You know that dragons are mythical Pokemon. They're hard to catch and raise, but their powers are superior. They're virtually indestructible. There's no being clever with them. Are you ready to lose? Your league challenge ends with me, Scorpio. This is why we can't lead with, like, Pinsir or Scyther and try to sweep. We might rely on Pinsir for this one more than Scyther, believe it or not. Sleep powder. Do not flinch. Excellent. Not gonna say anything. That damage was not what we needed, Butters. Oh wow, we outspeed. I didn't even expect that. Now. Don't hate on him. He's got like 97% accuracy sleeps, okay? There it is. Now, Pinsir has... He's only 2 times weak to rock, and he has 100 base defense. Can he live a wing attack and hit back with the rock slide? Okay, he can. Aerodactyl doesn't have, like, super high attack, but the reason why the other YouTuber really struggled is because, like, Scyther gets one-shot. But for us, I kind of knew that Pinhead would be able to tank one. I cannot believe you outspeed the Dragonite. That's insane. Outrage? Oh, hold on. This might be a familiar scene. Hold on, I do have to very quickly make the tweet. Hold on. This is a very deep-cut inside joke. If you're, That was a crit? That's crazy. He's gonna heal. He's gonna use a full restore. We got it. I'm not worried. Actually, wait. Let's see. I think he has wing attack. What's the special defense? Scyther. Bro unironically has the highest special defense. That's crazy. Because remember, Dragon is special. Come on, Beedrill. Oh my god, he's so tanky, dude. Come on, Beedrill. A 100 years of string shot GIFs. Well, it was nice knowing you, Beedrill. Well, we win, though, because he has to recharge, right? Swords Dance. I told you our team was going to be like level 32. Oh, remember I gave him that cherry berry? It's almost like I'm so good at this game. I'm so good at this game, chat. There's the second full restore. Yeah, 4 paralyzes from the guy was crazy. I told you we were going to get some RNG to make up for the crit freeze at the start. That's it. I hate to admit it, but you are a Pokemon master. Or you would have been, but there's one more challenge left. Alright, so now that our RNG is balanced out, we're going to be doing... I know I said we're probably going to reset on Lance, but I highly doubt we're going to one-try the champion here. We may need to bring back the rain strats that we used to beat him on the road, but for now, we'll see what we can do. Let's heal up and save first. We'll use Ethers to get more Psychics on our guys. And I think we need more Aerial Aces, too, because we've been using a bunch. Alright. We'll use it on Aerial Ace. We have plenty of Rock Slides. Plenty of Giga Drains. Level 63, actually, but that's still very strong. Alright, let's save. Actually, who are we leading against? So he's got Pidgeot. The Pidgeot has Whirlwind and Feather Dance, which make it really hard to set up with Scyther. We kind of need... I don't know. Who do we want to lead with? Fuck it, we ball? I think so. I see there's absolutely no reason not to, like, try to sweep. But he has a Rhydon. We'll see. The AI can do really weird stuff in this fight. Oh, I forgot to give him a new berry. I am the most powerful trainer in the world. Dude, the fucking champion music is so good. That we don't care about. Small issue. If he goes into Rhydon here, we can Steel Wing, but we're at minus accuracy. And I also don't know if it'll kill. I think we unironically have to swap out. It'll also be good to, like, learn their movesets. Minus speed! That's probably gonna matter. I think we actually would have outsped this thing. I don't think we do now, though. He missed! Alright, that'll full heal us, and it should one-shot him. Oh my god. He's gonna use one of the potions now, though. That's actually really good. Do we switch to sweep? That's gotta be greedy, right? I have to put a lot of thought here. I'm unironically gonna dig. I'm just thinking about the rest of his team, and if we need to, we could just sack Parasect. Honestly, I'm so happy he has Fire Blast over damn Flamethrower, because this can miss. And that might matter right now. We could do this in one try if Fire Blast missed and Rock Slide one-shots. You know, it was wishful thinking. This is probably it. But I'm sticking around so that I can see who outspeeds. Not even Scyther outspeeds. Wait, ATV outspeeds? How does... It's alright, we're fine. I knew it wasn't going to take the first try. ATV, how do you outspeed? But Scyther did... I don't know what happened. I still think leading with Scyther is pretty good. Because we can... I think he usually goes for, Oh my god, you're right. I do have Quick Claw on the ATV. Can one Sword Stance... We're just gathering data at this point. Can one Sword Stance Aerial Ace kill him? I don't think so. Oh, well, it crit. Didn't matter. Alright, do not... I think Rock Tomb's just a chance to lower speed, right? Or is it guaranteed? I don't remember. I just do not remember. I think it's guaranteed. He'll just miss the takedown again. Whatever, dude. Checking something. It's definitely worth trying to switch to him to get the Quick Claw Stun Spore off. But it's like a very small chance to activate Quick Claw. Alright, he's gonna full restore here. It's an 18 to 20% chance to move first, according to the internet. So it's like a 1 in 5. I thought it was like lower than that, but... It is nice that we also have a chance he can miss the Flamethrower. Or Fire Blast. Because, like, if we get this Stun Spore off, we can then pivot to Pinsir and one-shot him with Rock Slide. Miss. This is an 85 accuracy move. One moment, guys. He did not miss a Fire Blast yet. It's crazy because he could miss a Fire Blast on any of these, and it matters, right? He could miss a Fire Blast on the Venomoth, and it matters. He could miss a Fire Blast on the Brillium switch. Alright, let's not sack our guy to fucking... Yeah, we had this issue on Victory Road, too. Let's try a different lead. The rest of his team isn't scary, though. That's not true. But I did that on purpose, by the way. I chose Bulbasaur knowing he would have Charizard. I really don't want to set up on this guy because Sand Attack actually matters. Yeah, he would have had Arcanine, but... Oh my god, we're missing! No, he's not going to, because it's instead of... he has Arcanine if you choose... What's it called? If you choose the other starters. I wanted to see how much damage Rock Slide does. We're just testing. We're testing how these leads work. The rest of his team is Gyarados, Executor. I think the lead is just always Scyther, go for Sword Stances, honestly. If this attempt doesn't work, we're going to try the Rain Dance strats again, I think. See, like, why didn't he go for the Sand Attack again? Dude. Butterfree, you're so ass! Alright, listen. Here's the plan. What the hell? Was it 18 for Rain Dance? I remember. This is why I did the glitch to get multiple TMs. Because I knew we'd have to swap out Steel Wing. I really want the AI to go for, I'll save now. Because there's a strong possibility we're gonna keep using that. So the plan is that we unironically have to sack Scyther going against Rhydon. So we use Rain Dance, he Rock Tombs. We use a couple turns, and we just do the thing. And if the Rock Tomb misses, we're still going to hurt with Double Edge, I think. Just not too much, because this thing is a unit. Alright, Rain Dance. We have 5 turns to take out Charizard. See, like, the other guy would not be able to sack Scyther, because he didn't have Pinsir as, like, a backup sweeper. But we have Pinsir. I think we can math it out so that the last turn of rain does it. Because this won't kill him. Oh my god, it crit! That actually matters. I wonder if this will still kill us, because we are 4 times weak, even in the rain. Yeah, I wasn't surprised. But Pinsir should live. Pinsir should live for sure. And then hit back with a Rock Slide. Alright, we have 1 turn of rain to do this. Maybe 2, I don't know. But we're gonna only be able to take 1 hit. I don't think the crit mattered, but... Alakazizzle. Alright, everyone else has bug moves. Who has the best speed? You also have Quick Claw. But you're not weak to him. Please tell me I didn't need to sleep powder. Please tell me I didn't need to sleep powder. Okay, good. Oh, all our stats! We got the Omni Boost! The world's strongest Butterfree. Thank you for your service, Butters. Alright, ATV is faster. Yeah, I figured it was going to be a 2-shot. That's rough, buddy. I don't think we win. I think he's going to go for Psychic here, and we're just fucked. We're not allowed to use items in battle. I know the Poke Flute works. There's no way you outspeed an 11-level Gyarados. Hey, you know what other move isn't 100% accurate? Hydro Pump. we need to save one of our sweepers, and it has to be Scyther. So, like, we actually can't sack Scyther. Because we need to... We're going to be really weak after Bro takes a hit. It's crazy how, unfortunately, Skizzers just does not out... But no, there's no way to not sack Scyther. Because we need the Rain Dance. We could use Rain Dance early, but... Alright, Rock Tomb has 80% accuracy. I did out the Charizard in the last attempt. We had to use the Rain Dance strat. The issue is that we have to sack Scyther, which is one of our sweepers. And then the other issue... Yeah, I know. The other issue is he's going to waste turns healing. I don't think he goes for both restores. And I think this is going to be the last turn of Rain, right? And so we can't switch. Again, we're just testing different stuff right now. Not a single Fire Blast or Hydro Pump missed today, by the way. Okay, so the rain does stop if we take that long. Alright. Miss. If only we had, like, the berries in later games that, like, reduce super effective damage. I don't know why I switched to Pinsir. We already know he's gonna Sand Attack. So Pinsir's not the solution to... Pinsir hits everything on his team, literally everything on his team for super effective. With either Rock Slide or Brick Break. Alright, so that's not an option. I told you we weren't... here's the crazy part, right? If I rare candy my team up to my ace, which is level 56, this is already my fastest Pokemon, and it still can't outspeed the Charizard. So it's not like any other Pokemon are going to outspeed it. Like, Cheese might be tanky enough to tank a hit with his bonus special defense nature, but, like... He was on his last Pokemon, by the way, on the run that went the best. It was Gyarados versus Venomoth. Why does it live that time? We were +2 boosted. Whatever. At least I'm pretty sure we +2 boosted. They never miss their 80% accuracy moves, by the way. It's alright, here's the new plan. There's no way sacking Butterfree because it has Giga Drain is correct. Oh wait, we don't actually have to sack. Hold on. But his Giga Drain won't one-shot anyway. Wait, no, I think we've got what we have to do. So this run's probably gonna fail, but I think I've got it. Dude, even with the rain, Butterfree still gets one shot. And now the rain is gone. But that's okay. Because he's gonna miss the Fire Blast. I should always attempt to Venomoth first. Because it has the Quick Claw, and we can get a, How many rare candies did I duplicate? I don't want them too high. I feel like getting them to 10 levels below his ace is fair. We'll do 53. We'll do full team to 53. We're still like 10 levels under level cap. I feel like that's extremely fair. Well, I mean the highest level the opponent is. So like Gary is level his ace is a level 63 Charizard. So like I don't feel too bad rare candying to level but if we can't do it now, we have to wipe and start over again, and that's not fun. And I'd feel really bad because the other guy did it with like level 55s. And he only had 5 Pokemon. He didn't transfer over the Pinsir, so his Scyther was his only ace. He did not use Rain Dance strats either, he used Steel Wing. No, he used level 55 Pokemon. Did I save? I hope I saved, so I don't have to rare candy again. Now the AI is just fucking with me. Alright, do you think now maybe Butterfree outspeeds with 2 more levels on him? To, like, get a sleep powder off? We can do this. We do not need to over-level. I know we don't. We're gonna start trying to not lead with Scyther. I know we tried it earlier, but maybe Butters outspeeds now. Alright, watch this. We need the big sleep. I'm sweating. 1 more turn of sleep. This is like the max turns of sleep, I'm pretty sure. I think it's 4 or 5. Rock Slide. And we won the speed tie. Here's the issue, though. Is he going to go right into Charizard? No, right into Rhydon. Okay. We're still +4, so Brick Break. Everyone yell at me for not teaching him Earthquake if this doesn't work. Okay. Well, it crit. Doesn't matter. If there was ever a time for Fire Blast to miss... My mouth is open right now, as you can see. Pincer sweep. Pincer sweep. Oh, the reflect is annoying. We can wait it out, though. That's 1 full restore. The double miss was crazy. We're not complaining. I did not believe that would happen. Both full restores down. We're still +4, by the way. Okay, he has a 3rd full restore. I banged on my desk in... That might be the first time you've ever heard a VTuber bang on their desk in happiness instead of pain. Alright, Reflect is off. We're still +4. And I think we outspeed both of these Mons, so I'm just going to stay in and do as much damage as possible with Strength. This is why you don't get rid of Strength for Earthquake, by the way. Because it would resist Earthquake. And he misses the Egg Bomb. Why does he have a 4th full restore? What the hell is this? And the best part is Gyarados Intimidate doesn't work on us. Dude, the dual ace between Pinsir and Scyther was so good. Yeah, our ability prevents Intimidate from working. I cannot believe that other YouTuber did it without Pinsir. So he had no rock moves with the Charizard. I think what he did was he double teamed? No, but Charizard has Aerial Ace. I don't remember how he won. Anyway, we're champions. Why did I lose? I never made any mistakes. Silly Scorpio. Or silly Arachne. When I first left with the Bulbasaur, that's currently traded over to Fire Red. Because I didn't need him. Alright, now time to beat the Elite Four rebattles where they have Johto Pokemon and they're like 20 levels higher or something. Not today. I might, like, upload a video of that instead of do a stream for it. Yeah, easy. Easy champion. Oh, I gotta get the screenshot tool ready. That's right. I may be quiet right now, but I'm very excited, obviously. Here's our unskippable cutscene. At least until the credits roll, and then I think you can skip it. Little loser. It's weird, because I thought it was unskippable, and then after like 30 seconds into it, I was able to skip. There he is, the legend, Junichi Masuda. Back when Pokemon games were good. Stick around a moment before you head out, Matt, because I want to show you something that's really cool about the Switch versions of the game. Oh, there we go. Wait a minute. Okay, good. I could just hit the reset button. Incredible. I was scared for a moment. I was like, wait a minute. Alright, he's gonna give us the national dex. Meanwhile, I've beaten both Fire Red and, but, like, it's not like I even play it religiously. I just kind of, whenever I would go to bed, I'd play it for, like, an hour and just progress. Like, it took 30 hours of gameplay for me to beat Fire Red. Okay, so what I wanted to show you real quick on why these are the best versions of the game is the moment you, well, so all Oak does there is he's like, here's the national dex. And you can catch, like, the Johto Pokemon now in the post-game. But most importantly, in our key items, they just kind of magically appear after we beat the game, is the thing for Deoxys and Ho-Oh. This is for Ho-Oh and Lugia, and this one is for Deoxys, yeah. So that's why these are, like, basically the best versions of the game, because we're going to be able to connect to Pokemon Home soon, and you can transfer those. Yeah, I could probably go there right now, I bet. Yeah, so we have the national dex, so now when we go to other places, we can, Oh. I'll send you the video later, because there's more stuff you have to do than just what I'm showing you here. But basically, once you do, like, the weird double battle stuff you have to do, this is what you have to do. And it's super easy. You fill up your party with 6 random Pokemon. Just any guys. We'll use our legendary birds I caught, because why not? No. Now the question is, I actually don't know how to use those tickets to get to, like, Naval Rock and stuff, because I've never done them. So don't ask why I have so many Geodudes. I transferred the version exclusives over, and I just transferred Geodudes over. I'll DM you a video on how to do the full glitch. It actually is worth doing, and you can do it right when you get to Celadon. And it's not even like it's unfair, right? Because in the newer games, you get infinite TMs anyway. So alright, so first thing we have to do is we have to give our first Pokemon in the party something to duplicate, so like this rare candy. The best things are obviously like rare candies, the one-of-use TMs, the Master Ball. We're going to make the mail all say the same thing, Abra. And we're going to give... You can buy retro mail from the Celadon department store. That's why you need Celadon to do this glitch. And what's interesting is this is like the main purpose of the glitch, but you can actually take this a step further and start doing all this weird other stuff that I'm doing on my Fire Red file, where you can, like, instead of duplicating these individually, you can enter... It's hard to explain. I don't want to freak you out, because this is easy, right? What I'm doing right now, this is like an easy glitch. But you can do crazy stuff like move your rare candies to the key item slot so they're infinite. And so every time I give him mail, this message will appear. And so all I do is I give him the mail, and I do this. And what that did was it converted this mail into another rare candy. So now I have 2 again. And you can just keep doing that in a row. And so if you're ever out of mail, you just buy more mail. And obviously he's still holding the rare candy, yeah. Literally a 10-minute video to explain how to do it. I'll give you to start, grab the Farfetch'd from the trade and the Mr. Mime from the trade. You're going to need both of those, but the rest will be explained in the video. And to fix the glitch, all you have to do is remove the mail. Actually, before I do that... No, I don't want to give it... Fuck. I want to give him a Master Ball. And where's our rare candies? You see, we have 9 now. Where's our mail? Isn't it? And it's not even, like, cheating. Because, like, having one Earthquake TM and one Thunderbolt TM kind of fucking sucks in these old games. Yeah. Exactly. Compare it to Emerald, where you could duplicate, but you had to duplicate the entire Pokemon, right? And it wasn't available. The Emerald duplication glitch isn't available until post-game. I'm also going to duplicate my net balls, because I kind of want to catch bugs in net balls, because I actually do have some post-game plans. There is post-game content in Fire Red. It's not as much as other things, but it's pretty good. You can get quite a few of the Johto Pokemon. Anyway, last thing I'll duplicate for now is the net ball, because I don't think you can buy those. I didn't even know you could get net balls in this game. They're right next to where Giovanni is in, not Silphco, but in... Silver and Gold was cool because you got to go to Kanto, but Kanto was kind of like empty because of the amount of space that was on the cartridge. Because it's a Game Boy, color game, obviously. Alright, so I duplicated some net balls. Alright, and so to take off the mail... Whether you send it to your bag or you send it to your PC doesn't really matter. And now your game is back into a regular game state. And the next time I want to duplicate items, I can just do that. So now... Here's the... I don't know how you use these tickets. I assumed you take them from here. Yeah, it was pretty cool to go back to Kanto. I didn't even know you could until I was an adult, because I never beat Crystal. I couldn't beat Claire as a child. So for the post-game content, after you beat the game and you get the National Deck from Oak, you come to him, and he's like, "Can you get me the Ruby and the Sapphire so I can..." Yeah, what this side quest does is it lets you, in the GBA version, transfer your Pokemon from Emerald over. So later tonight, I'll probably sit in my Discord VC and stream the post-game there instead of, like, live stream it. Because there's a lot of, like, random trainers and shit. But we can include Johto Pokemon on our bug-only team now. So that means Heracross comes in. And I was thinking there was one other. Mainly Heracross. Bug types are awful. We actually do need a Surf Pokemon for the side quest, unfortunately. I know. See, like, Ladybuzz cool because it would have been nice to... It's too late for him now, but to be able to have Reflect and Light Screen during the playthrough would have been cool. To be able to have Ariados with actual bug and poison moves would have been cool. Alright, with that, I'm going to end the stream. I got some stuff to do because my brother's actually coming from Florida to move in with us again, so I got to clean up my room a bit and have some dinner. But I'll DM you the video. Everyone have a good